So, curious, not furious. So, if you're furious, so I want to be more curious about what it is, about why I only lost 1.5 pounds for the month of March versus being pissed off about why I only lost a pound for the month of March. So, I live in a pretty cool environment. There's all this neat wood all around me. There's my dog. We're on a walk. I thought he might like to smell it. So I'm on a busy street. This is awesome. There's all this wood right here. So curious, not furious. So if you're furious, how does that, as a thought, man, I'm really mad. I'm just so pissed off. How does that make you feel inside? How does that make you feel if you're furious, if you're angry? And what's the difference if you feel that, how do you feel if you're curious? Is there a different feeling inside your body? That's the question. So I feel like if I'm curious, my actions are going to be a hell of a lot different than if I'm furious. So if I am curious, I am going to look more into what's going on. If I'm furious, I'm probably going to storm eat. I'm probably going to do some actions that are not good for weight loss. So I want to be more curious about what it is, about why I only lost 1.5 pounds for the month of March versus being pissed off about why I only lost a pound for the month of March. So I'm going to keep walking the dog, and maybe I'll find something else cool that you guys can see in the background as I film. I just find that, all this wood just sitting here in the middle of this, next to this busy street is pretty freaking cool. Anyway, see you in a minute. So I can look at my habit tracker. My habit tracker will tell me exactly why, if I'm curious, why I only lost 1.5 pounds, but I have to be more curious once I look at the habit tracker. So let's take a look at my habit tracker. Hello, my friends. So I thought it would be easier to do my habit tracker inside my office instead of trying to do it while I was out on a walk with the dog. So first up, let's look at the logbook. This is from the Happy Scale app, and it shows that for March I was really up and down the whole entire month. So Friday, Friday the 28th of February, 239.6, then I went up to 240.2, down to 238, up to 239, down 0.6, down to 239.2, and then ended the month at 237.8. So I did manage for the month of March to lose 1.5 pounds, and ironically that was all within the last really week, because the rest of the month just kind of like was a wash. But I had a lot going on in March. Started the month off, it was great, but then my brother passed, and then the virus struck, and we're all dealing with that. So for March I lost 1.4 pounds for the month. So let's take a look at my habit tracker next. So my habit tracker overall, if you look at the very bottom in the middle, you're going to see that I had a 70% on plan for the month. So 75% on plan. Last month, when I lost like 2 pounds, I was like an 80-something%. And this month I was just at a 75%. And you're going to see at the top where I followed my plan, there's a lot of X's. So the X's are the days that I didn't do what I was supposed to do, and the days that are filled in solid, those are whenever I did the particular habit that we're tracking. So made a 24-hour plan, I got an 87% for the month, following it 38%, assessing 80%, on and on and on, and to get a 75% for the month. So that's my habit tracker. I find this really helpful to kind of pinpoint where might be struggling, and to help me know where I need to pay more attention to. So I need to figure out what it is with my plans what is about my plans that I don't want to follow. Are they not realistic? Are these just meal swaps? Are they giving in to temptation? Is it true hunger? What is it? Why is it why that I'm not following my plans? So I need to figure out following my plans. And then the other one is 8 2 to 2 all day. You're going to see down at the 8 2 to 2 all day that the 18th, 19th, 20th, and 21st that I did not eat 2 to 2 all day. Those were definitely emotional eating days. Those were the days leading up to my brother's memorial service, when we were going through a lot of strife with finding out that we weren't even going to be able to have a memorial service, and then to deal with that. So there was a lot of stress. Also going through my brother's belongings. There's a lot of stress eating involved and emotional eating involved, and something that I'm learning not to do, but I guess you can't always be perfect, can ya? Okay, so the next thing I want to look at is the monthly assessment, and I'm going to put that up there, and this is just my handwriting, so sorry, it's terrible handwriting, I know. But I just wanted to point out that for my measurements, that for my neck, it's kind of circled there, that it was whenever I began the diet, when I began the program, because I don't want to call it a diet, I was at 15.5 for my neck, and it's down to 14.5. My thighs were 28.5 and they're down to 26, and my waist was a 51 and it's a 42.5. And I have some really cool thing that I want to share with you, but I'm going to put it in my weekly weight loss report, so you'll have to subscribe, maybe like my videos, and check out that weekly weight loss report that I'm going to be putting out on Monday. So that's something really exciting to look forward to. I have a huge non-scale victory that I'm going to get to share with you all, that I'm so happy, so proud of myself about. So that's my habit tracker. That's all the wonderful fun data. So how about we join me back on my walk with the dog? I think I'm talking about Curious Furious. So here we go. I'll see you later. So that's my habit tracker. Now I have to ask myself, why wasn't I following my plans that I wrote? Why did I not make a plan some days? Why wasn't I getting my sleep? Why? I have to ask these questions. I have to be more intentional, and I have to know the reasons why I wasn't doing the things that are so easy to do in order to get down to the bottom of it. So I'm going to journal, I'm going to write, I'm going to explore what those reasons are. So I love my city. Talking about Rachel Hollis here. She was talking about, she's putting out a lot of content right now, and she's talking about perspective. And I could have the perspective that, man, I only lost 1.5 pounds this month. Or I could have the perspective that, man, I lost 1.5 pounds this month. That's pretty awesome. And they feel differently. They really do feel differently. And we can change our perspective. That's something that we're in control of. We're in control of our perspective. Now, same way I could look at my city. I live in the city of St. Louis. I could say, man, look at that beautiful building behind me. That is awesome. Or I could look the other way and I could maybe see a homeless person on the street. Or I could see the crime rate. Or I could see other things and make it feel more negative. Or I could look at my city in the beautiful way, at the beautiful parks that we have, at the beautiful zoo that we have, at the beautiful architecture that we have. It's all about perspective, and I love that Rachel Hollis is talking about that at the next 90-day challenge. Again, oh wait, she's not even paying me to talk about this. I just like to talk about it. I feel like it helps me with what it is that I'm trying to do. And like I've been saying, I want to surround myself with people who support me and my goals. On a normal day right about now, I would be on the highway trying to get to work, but I get to take this extra time and do my morning walks, and I'm absolutely loving it. Normally, I would be on this highway. So talking about perspective, there are things that we can control and there's things that we can't control. Like I can't control why this playground has to be roped off, why we can't hang out in large groups, why I take my walks in the morning so I only have to see one person on my walk and stay 6 feet away from them, wave, hi. But what I can control is my attitude and my effort towards my weight loss. Those are things that I can control. These are things that I can do. These are things that I can do moving forward. So my goals for April are to try and control my attitude, try to control my perspective, try to do the 5 to thrive, do the 4 basics that I do in my original PNP tribe. Things that, you know, I'm working on that I know will help me lose weight. Life is an adventure. Weight loss is an adventure. And my channel is about my adventures in weight loss right now, but who knows what it'll be once I reach my goal weight. So for the month of April, things are different. We're all learning, we're all trying new things. What's your adventure gonna be this month of April? Let me know in the comments below. Hey, you're still here? Did you like this video? Did you give it a thumbs up? Did you subscribe to my channel? Okay, just checking. I'll see you next week.